Good morning. Welcome to part 3 of Sourdough Country Loaf. This morning we're going to score and bake the loaf. The loaf has been in the refrigerator for about 14 hours now. I got my oven preheating at 525 degrees. Every oven is different. I find I get the best bake and color on the crust if I cook hot and fast. I cook all my loaves in a Dutch oven. I don't like the enameled ones. I find I get better crust formation, color from a straight up cast iron Dutch oven. To score it, I like to use a double-sided lame or razor. I like to use a nice coarse cornmeal to dust the bottom of the loaf. And I have my Dutch oven in the oven while the oven is preheating. So let's begin. The idea behind the scoring is to have swift, smooth strokes. Ideally, you don't want to double score one line. Try to go in at least a 1/4 inch deep with lines slightly overlapping each other. Place the lid on. We're going to bake this for 25 minutes with the lid on. By cooking with the lid on, the loaf was able to steam itself, which will allow the loaf to expand to its full potential during the bake. It also helps to give you a thinner and crispier crust. We're going to bake this for another 15 to 20 minutes. So I like my crust a little darker. I look for a little black along the score lines here, a deep caramel brown color. This was in the oven for about 20 minutes or so after I took the lid off at 525 degrees. Play around with the temperature in your oven. I just find with my oven, baking it a little bit hotter, I get the results I want to get. So a lot of people start off at 500 degrees. After 20 minutes, turn it down to 450, and then baking it for another 10 minutes with the lid on, taking the lid off, baking for another 15 to 20 minutes. It's all a matter of personal taste. This is how I like my loaves. We're going to take this out of the pan, let it cool for an hour, and we'll cut into it. So a few key things to remember. Every good loaf of bread starts with a good, strong, healthy starter. Gentle dough handling. If you're not weighing your ingredients out, I urge you to do so. Start weighing your ingredients out with a scale that measures in grams and start using baker's percentages. Dough handling is key. And most importantly, watch the dough and not the clock. Too many people make that mistake of watching the clock figuring, oh, my dough is done rising. And not necessarily so. You gotta look for the signs in the dough to tell you that it's ready to be shaped. Overall, every loaf has a story to tell. This loaf told me that I probably gave it 1 or 2 too many folds. Ended up being pretty strong by the time I was shaping it. I anticipated a closer crumb because of that. But overall, it's a tasty loaf. So what it comes down to is enjoy the loaves that you make. You put a lot of heart and soul into them, and I hope you enjoyed the series. Thank you.